Hello and welcome to Game 2 of the semifinals between the visiting team, Holsinger Plumbing, and the home team, Marana Electric. Now for the starting lineups. First for Holsingers. Batting first, the shortstop, Thomas Browse. Batting second, the second baseman, Cannon Shields. Batting third, the first baseman, Dane Lechner. Batting fourth, the pitcher, Shane Gordy. Batting fifth, the third baseman, Trenton Faribaugh. Batting sixth, the right fielder, Micah Faribaugh. Batting seventh, the catcher, Deshaun Hudson. Batting eighth, the center fielder, Xavier Faribaugh. And batting ninth, the left fielder, Tayden Picheri. With reserves, Carter Klausman, Corbin Johnston, and Dino Picheri. Now for Marana. Batting first, the center fielder, Adam Schneeberger. Batting second, the pitcher, Alec Woodring. Batting third, the first baseman, Noah Bonzel. Batting fourth, the second baseman, Bryson Feather. Batting fifth, the catcher, Luke Giosa. Batting sixth, the shortstop, Cam Woodring. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Gage Ross. Batting eighth, the left fielder, Easton Pinson. And batting ninth, third baseman, Grayson Carney. With reserves, Dominic Fiore, Kellen Finelli, Larry Britton, Liam Zorger, Mason Irvin, and Mikey Gordy. At this time, we ask that you please rise if able and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem. Hello everyone and welcome to Game 2 of the semifinals between Holsinger's Plumbing and Marana Electric. We're live on Facebook and on YouTube, and we have a little bit of rain out here today, but for the most part, it's playable weather, and we are just about ready to kick things off. Here from Kraft Field at the Altoona Area Baseball Association, it's playoff baseball. Holsinger's Plumbing leads things 1-0. If they win today, they clinch their spot in the championship. Attempting a back-to-back title run Marana Electric hopes things will go their way and they'll push it to a game 3. Now let's get started right now. Leading off the game for Holsingers, the shortstop, Thomas Browse. Thomas Browse leading things off for Holsingers. And he's gonna rope one to left field. It's to the wall. He's rounding first and heading to second. He's going to third. Brian Faribaugh sending him all the way for a triple. A triple brings up the second baseman, Cannon Shields. Always a pleasure to call that one out. Triple, and we get it started right away. Coming out hot is Thomas Browse for Holsinger's Plumbing. Cannon Shields up next to try and get him in. That one's gonna hit the foot of Cannon Shields, number 2. He's gonna walk to first base even though it looks like he does not want to. Cannon Shields would rather stand there and get his at-bat, and who can blame him for the season that he has been having so far. He'll take first base. Next to the plate, first baseman Dane Lechner. So here comes Dane Lechner, the lefty, stepping up to face off against Marana's pitcher, Alec Woodring. Ball will be low. Cannon Shields going to second base, stealing second after getting hit in the ankle. Thanks everyone for tuning in. A nice crowd already. Please comment and give a shout out to player of your choice. We'll put it on screen as Dane Lechner flies out to left field, but it will be an RBI. Now batting pitcher Shane Gordy. So a fly out to the left fielder, Easton Pinson, 1 out aboard. Cannon Shields on third. Thomas Browse scored. Strike called by home plate umpire Ben Schaefer. Updating the score for you all on your screen right now. Swing and a miss there by Shane Gordy. He's going to be the pitcher today for Holsinger's Plumbing. As he fouls that one off, and it's out of play. Please return foul balls to the dugouts. If you're at the ballpark and you want to go grab that foul ball, you don't have much. Oh, you do have competition. I see a little girl running over to get it now. 1 ball, 2 strikes here on Shane Gordy. The score is 1-0. Holsinger's out early. A win sends them to the championship. Ground ball to the shortstop, Cam Woodring. Fields it nicely to throw to first base. Not in time. It's going to be an infield single for Shane Gordy, and it's 2-0. Holsingers leads it. Cannon Shields scored there. Next to the plate, third baseman Trenton Faribaugh. So here comes Trenton Faribaugh. There's 1 out on the board as he takes 1 ball high. Another ball there. Three balls, no strikes from the pitcher, Alec Woodring. It is 2-0. We'll put that on screen for you now. There you go. Foul back. A nice job here by the pitcher, Alec Woodring, to go from a 3-0 count against Trenton Faribaugh to a 3-2 count. Woodring throwing one of the wet balls back to his catcher, which is Luke Giosa. to get a new fresh ball. The payoff pitch. Inside, ball 4. Down to first base goes Trenton Faribaugh. To second base goes Shane Gordy. And up to the plate, Micah Faribaugh. Now batting right fielder, Micah Faribaugh. Strike down the middle. Faribaugh is a popular name among this Holsinger team. 3 Faribaughs in the starting lineup. Swing and a miss there by Micah. 0-2 count. Alec Woodring has the edge in this at bat. Foul off. Ground ball to the second baseman. It's going to be bobbled for the second. He gets, no, he's safe at second. He's safe at second. Second baseman Bryson Feather with the play there. It's going to be a fielder's choice. So Micah's safe on first, Trenton's safe on second, Shane's safe on third. Bases loaded for Deshaun Hudson. Bases loaded for the catcher, Deshaun Hudson. Here comes Deshaun in the 7th spot, the catcher for Holsingers. Ball 1. Outside. A swing and a miss up high. This Holsinger Plumbing team, an offensive machine. 251 runs scored this season. If we had a league historian around, we might be able to ask them whether that's a record, but quite frankly, I just don't know. But it seems like it might be. A huge, huge scoring team. That ball's back and it's going to score a run. Another run comes in there as Shane Gordy steals home. Everyone else advances. The score is 3-0. And a timeout called by the Marana coach will give us some time to breathe. And some time for these Holsinger players to breathe because they've been running non-stop. So as we take a break, let's pull up that statistic again. 251 runs scored this season for Holsingers, divided by 25 games played. That's an average of over 10 runs scored per game this season. And quite frankly, you can't get much better than that because of the mercy rule that's in effect here, where games end after a 10-run rule. So Holsinger's Plumbing, incredibly dominant team this season. Let's get back to the field. 2-2 count here against Deshaun Hudson. Ball out. Finally, some comments pouring in. Thanks so much, everyone, for getting those comments. We have a ground ball back to the pitcher. Fielded, throw to first, clean, it's an out. Second out of the inning, but it's going to be an RBI as well for Deshaun Hudson as Trenton Faribaugh scores. Now batting center fielder, Xavier Faribaugh. Here's Xavier Faribaugh. Adam Brent with the first comment today. Let's go HP. Thanks, Adam, for watching live on Facebook. Joy Wolf, let's go Dane. Rooting for Dane Lechner, who helped to get some runs in the first inning. There's a ball low, and it's going to score. Yes, it will score. Micah Faribaugh is in for the 5th run of the first inning for Holsingers. So we went from bases loaded to suddenly no one on base, and Xavier Faribaugh, with 2 outs, will attempt to get Holsingers back on board. Zoe. Nice slide, Shane Aru. Hey, there's a nice little shout out to Shane Gordy when he scored that run. That ball's out of play. 1-2 count here on Xavier Faribaugh. And the score is 5-0
that's going to be a swing and a miss. Xavier Faribault down on strikes, third out of the inning. We're going to go to the bottom of the first inning. It is Holsinger's 5, Marana 0, live from Kraft Field at the Altoona Area Baseball Association. We'll be right back after this. Back, everyone.
Leading off for Marana, center fielder Adam Schneeberger.
Adam Schneeberger leading off for Marana Electric here in the bottom of the first inning. I'm Jordan Roan, broadcasting the game live from Kraft Field at the Altoona Area Baseball Association. Holsinger's leads things 5-0 in the bottom of the first inning. Umpire Bobby Miller calling that one a ball, so it's going to be a 2-0 count. Pitcher for Holsinger Plumbing is Shane Gordy, as he gets a swing and a miss from Schneeberger. That's going to be a ground ball. Tough play, not so much for the pitcher Shane Gordy, as he's going to be out on a ground ball back up the middle. Adam Schneeberger retired, first out of the inning.
Now batting the pitcher, Alec Woodring.
Here comes Alec Woodring. He threw 24 pitches in the top of the first for Marana Electric. He'll try to help himself out here. Another comment from Sam Bonzel. Let's go Marana, all caps. The enthusiasm is evident, as that's going to be a line drive into the outfield. Sam probably likes what he sees there with a single from Alec Woodring, and that'll get things started in much needed fashion for this Marana offense.
A single brings up first baseman Noah Bonzel.
Sam Bonzel with another comment. Go grandson, number 11, Noah Bonzel, and number 11 is up to bat right now. We'll keep the comment on screen for Noah's at bat here as he takes a strike from Shane Gordy. This Marana offense, they know how to score runs. They're the number 2 highest scoring team of the season here at the league, scoring 217 runs. Second only to Holsinger's Plumbing. Ball there. They average 8 runs a game. Noah Bonzel, 2-2 count. And that's going to be a high fly ball. Tough to play. It's going very deep. And it's a home run for Noah Bonzel. He hits one out of the park for a 2-run shot. with his family watching on Facebook.
That's a 2-run home run for Noah Bonzo.
Congratulations to Noah.
And it brings up second baseman Bryson Feather.
Looks like we have a youngster out there who got the baseball and threw it to members of Noah's family. Updating the score for you now on screen. Ball inside on Feather. That was quite a shot, and honestly, it did not look like it was going to have the depth it needed, but it just kept sailing. And it's a clean 2-run home run for Noah Bonzel, making things exciting here in the bottom of the first inning. Holsinger's leads 5-2. That ball's high. Great crowd tuning in on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks everyone, and remember, send a shout out on air, comment, and have your message read on screen. Three balls, 2 strikes on Bryson Feather. He's playing second base for Marana. He's in the cleanup position. And that's going to be strike 3. Ben Schaefer calls him out on strikes. That's going to be the second out of the inning.
Next up, catcher Luke Giosa.
Gordy's first strikeout today. Dead ball. Luke Giosa hit by that pitch. He'll go down to first base.
Next up, shortstop Cam Woodring.
Swing and a miss by Cam Woodring. 1 runner on board. More comments coming here. Betty Rinker rooting for Holsinger's Plumbing, giving some black and orange hearts. Thanks, Betty, for watching on Facebook Live. Ball high. Joy Wolf, nice hit. Noah. One count on Cam. Ball low. There goes Luke Giosa to second. A nice throw. Is the tag there? It's not. Under the tag is Luke Giosa. A nice job base running. Also a nice throw by the catcher for Holsinger. That's Deshaun Hudson. And Thomas Browse with a nice scoop out there at shortstop. 2-2 count now. Two, the pitch. Down low. A nice at-bat here for Cam Woodring. Really boosting that pitch count for Shane Gordy. He's almost at the same number of pitches thrown by Alec Woodring in the first for Marana. That ball's inside, and Cam Woodring will head down there to first base with a walk. So things are getting interesting here for Marana Electric. 2 runners on, 2 outs. Gage Ross up next.
Now batting right fielder Gage Ross.
He's going to foul that ball off. What's interesting about what has occurred in this first inning here is the fact that Holsinger's Plumbing barely gives up any runs. They've only allowed 46 runs this season. 46. That's an average of 1.84 runs a game. And suddenly, Marana Electric, they've scored 2 runs in the first inning already. They have bases loaded, and we're still in the first inning. So Marana Electric is giving this Holsinger powerhouse team a run for their money. Holsinger's coach heading out there to try and calm things down a little bit. This is not a team that's used to having problems on the field. Certainly not in the first inning. So it's good to go out there and smooth things over. Easton Pinson up next for Marana.
Bases loaded for the left fielder, Easton Pinson.
Great opportunity for this number 8 hitter. Two balls, no strikes. I'd be interested to see if Marana coach might be given a hold sign here. Looks like that might have been the case. There's a strike thrown by Gordy. Ball low, 3 balls, 1 strike. Very interesting at bat here coming up. Very interesting pitch, I should say. There's a strike from Gordy. It's a full count with bases loaded. This is a big payoff pitch. Swing and a miss, and Shane Gordy gets out of the inning. Bases were loaded, but he gets the job done. That's his second strikeout of the game, and we're going to go to the top of the second. It's 5-2. Holsingers leads it here from Kraft Field at the Altoona Area Baseball Association. We'll be right back after this.
Leading off for Holsingers, left fielder Tayton Pincheri.
Welcome back, everyone. Tayton Pincheri's up to bat for Holsingers Plumbing. The score is Holsingers 5, Marana 2. That ball is inside. Strike called there. Pincheri not particularly too fond of that call, it seems. 2 balls, 1 strike. That ball's high. It's 3-1. Paulette Bonzel's commenting. Way to go, grandson, number 11, Noah Bonzel. Watching you from camp. There's another strike there. Thanks, Paulette, for tuning in on Facebook. And it's great that you have service up at camp. Thanks for watching. Strike 3 on Tatum Pincherry. A nice pitch there by Alec Woodring. That's his second strikeout today. Next up, the shortstop, Thomas Browse. Here comes Thomas Browse. He's the leadoff hitter for Holsingers. He's going to hit that one. It's going to be a pop-up right into the glove of second baseman Bryson Feather. So a quick 2 outs for Alec Woodring. Now batting second baseman Cannon Shields. Here's Cannon Shields. He was hit by a pitch last inning. If you were watching, you'll recall he did not want to take first base. He wanted to take his at bat. Umpire Ben Schaefer wouldn't allow that. Hey, big shout out there. Oh, geez, and Cannon Shields gets hit again by a pitch. We're going to take a quick second as he's in obvious pain there. Hey, Corbin Stroh, thanks so much for letting me know that the music was still going. And thanks for the kind words. Cannon Shields is down at this moment. He's injured. And we will cut away at this point. Let's give you a look here at the Holsinger Plumbing team, led by manager Brian Faribaugh. As you can see, the size of these players, it's no wonder they've put up an average of 10 runs per game. Lots of high expectations for them this season, and they have so far proven every single one of them. And good news, Cannon Shields is up and he's taking first base. Fantastic to see. And Cannon's actually going to head back into the dugout. A special pinch runner will be coming in at this time for Cannon as he tries to go inside and possibly get some ice for that leg injury.
Now batting first baseman Dane Lechner.
Dane Lechner up next. Cindy Finnegan's watching on Facebook. Nice catch, Bryson. That it was, Cindy. Thank you so much. There's going to be a nice shot by Dane Lechner, but it's going to be foul. So it's an 0-2 count now on Dane Lechner. Alec Woodring has the advantage. Oh, and it's right back up to Alec Woodring. Fantastic play, and it's the third out of the inning. A huge, huge inning for Marana Electric as they get the top 3 hitters out for Holsinger's Plumbing, and it's going to send us to the bottom of the second. Let's see if Marana Electric can possibly take down Holsinger's Plumbing. We'll be back after this. go.
Leading off for Marana, third baseman Grayson Carney.
Grayson Carney leading things off in the bottom of the second inning for Marana Electric. Strike called there, 1-2 count on Grayson Carney. He's the number 9 hitter here for Marana. And he's going to foul that one. And will be out on strikes. Shane Gordy's third strikeout today.
Now batting center fielder Adam Schneeberger.
And here's Adam Schneeberger, the leadoff hitter for Marana. That one's fouled back. Heads up if you're sitting near the pavilion. Strike 2. Adam Schneeberger grounded out to the pitcher, Shane Gordy, in the first inning. And he's going to swing and miss for the second out of this inning.
Next to the plate, the pitcher, Alec Woodring.
Here comes Alec Woodring. He's 1 for 1 today with a single in the first inning. That's inside. That's a strike called, up and out. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, as our friend Jim Glausman would say. Oh, it's going to be off of Alec Woodring's ankle. Count remains 2-2. Big pitch here from Shane Gordy. It's fouled out. The 46th pitch by Shane Gordy. Ball low. Full count. Ball outside. Tremendous at-bat by Alec Woodring.
Now batting first baseman Noah Bonzel.
And here comes Noah Bonzel. Remember, in the first inning, he had a home run to left field. If he does it again, he'll make it a one-run ball game. That's going to be a ground ball. It's going to be through the mitt of Dane Lechner, and everyone's going to be safely on board. Noah Bonzel will reach. That's going to be a single. Official scorekeeper's call. So it's a two-hit game for Noah Bonzel as Bryson Feather comes to plate.
Next up, second baseman Bryson Feather.
There's a strike. Tanner Zimmerman, way to rub some dirt on it and get back out there, Cannon. Absolutely great courage shown by Cannon Shields, the second baseman for Holsingers. Thanks for watching, Tanner. Oh, a strike called on the inside corner of the plate. 1-2 count here on Bryson Feather. It's time for him to choke and poke and keep this inning alive here for Marana. Ball low. One thing about this Marana team that has been really good to see so far today is their patience at the plate, taking a lot of pitches, making sure that they get the right one to hit. Lots of very long at-bats, 3-2 counts all over the place. And as you can see, another 3-2 count here for Bryson Feather. Runners on second and third with 2 outs. A huge pitch coming by Shane Gordy. Marana needs this inning. They need to put up some runs here. Ground ball to second baseman, Cannon Shields. Gonna be a tight play, and he gets him at first base. That's the 3rd out of the inning. A big defensive stop for Holsingers, and we're going to the 3rd inning. It's still 5-2. Holsingers on top.
Leading off for Holsingers, the pitcher, Shane Gordy.
Welcome back. Shane Gordy's leading off for Holsingers. The score is 5-2. That ball is high. There's another strike called. The most runs scored against Holsinger Plumbing all season, 5 runs. That was accomplished by Sheets way back on April 17th, the second game of the season. The final score, though, Holsinger's 20, Sheets 5. But that was then and this is now. Marana Electric giving Holsinger a run for their money. Ball low. Alec Woodring on the mound for his 3rd inning. He has 2 strikeouts. Yes, he did strike 3 on Shane Gordy. And we're going to have a conference here among the umpires. Crew Chief Ben Schaefer discussing. Looked like a swing across the plate to me. But we'll see if that's verified in just a short second. Jennifer Keys watching on Facebook. Let's go. Thanks, Jennifer. And the out will remain. So 1 out.
Now batting third baseman Trenton Faribault.
Ball. Two balls, no strikes. It's a hot and humid day, 82 degrees right now in Altoona. There's going to be a ground ball. Nicely played by the 3rd baseman, but it's way overthrown. And Trenton Faribault will go to 2nd base. Throw by 3rd baseman Grayson Carney, and suddenly we have ourselves quite a debacle by Marana Electric. The ball's been thrown across all corners of the field, and Trenton Faribault is now standing on 3rd base with 1 out. That will be an E5.
Now batting right fielder Micah Faribault.
So here's Micah. He was aboard safely in the 1st inning on a fielder's choice. There's a ball. That's going to be a pop-up. Is it playable? It is, and it's caught. He tags up, and no one will get him. That is a great heads-up base running move by Trenton Faribault. It's now 6-2. Timeout called by the Marana coach. Two outs.
Next up, the catcher, Deshaun Hudson.
And here's Deshaun Hudson. He's going to hit that one out of play. Ball up and out. Another foul ball. Alec Woodring up to 51 pitches thrown. Just a bit high. There's a pop-up way over the head of the right fielder, Gage Ross, and Deshaun Hudson is on his way to second base with a stand-up double. And a courtesy runner is coming out for the catcher.
A double, followed by center fielder Xavier Faribault.
Here comes Xavier Faribault. That one's up and over the press box. He steals third. That's number 2. Sorry. Number 21, Carter Klausman, who stole third base there. That ball just about took off our camera, which would not have been good in terms of a live stream. And a walk. We'll also bring in a Carter Klausman run. So it's 7-2. And the score is updated for you.
Now batting left fielder, Tayden Pincheri.
1-2 count. Oh, that one's off the home plate, and it bounces and hits the fence. Two count with 2 outs. Strike 3 called. 4 strikeouts there for Alec Woodring, and we're going to the bottom of the 3rd inning. It's 7-2 Holsinger Plumbing.
Leading off for Marana, catcher Luke Giosa.
Welcome back. Luke Giosa will lead things off for Marana. Strike called. A new pitcher is entering for Holsingers, and it's going to be Cannon Shields. Number 2, Cannon Shields. Line drive right into the hands of number 6, Trenton Faribaugh. 1 out.
Now batting shortstop, Cam Woodring.
Here comes Cam Woodring. Ball low. One reason that Holsingers has only given up an average of 1.8 runs a game is because of their pitching staff. They are very deep in pitching. Just about everyone on the roster can pitch, and can pitch at a high level. And in the playoffs, it's quite important to have a deep pitching staff. 3 balls and no strikes on Cam Woodring. He walked in the 1st inning as well. And it's going to be ball 4 again. Cam Woodring walks down to 1st.
Now batting right fielder, Gage Ross.
Marana Electric is down by 5 runs in the 3rd inning. A bunt attempt, unsuccessful. Gage Ross is taking a moment to tie his shoe. And if my friend Bobby McManus is listening out there, I'll say it on his behalf. Everyone check your shoestrings. That's strike 3 for Gage Ross. Cannon Shields' first strikeout of the day.
Next up, left fielder Easton Pinson.
Here comes number 12, Easton Pinson. Trying to get some 2-out magic here for Marana. A great crowd watching live tonight on Facebook and YouTube. Thanks, no matter where you're watching from, for tuning in to some Little League action. Little League playoff action. The semifinals taking place right now. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. If Holsinger wins tonight, they move on to the championship starting Friday night. Ball low. If Marana can pull off a come-from-behind victory, we'll move to Game 3, which will be played tomorrow, Thursday night. Strike 3 called by Ben Schaefer. Caught looking. And we go to the top of the 4th. This game is halfway over. Marana leads 7-2.
Leading off for Holsinger, shortstop Thomas Browse.
Thomas Browse hits one up the middle before I can even introduce him. That's going to be the first hit of this 4th inning. Holsinger leads by 5. And the top of the order up for Holsingers will hope to expand that.
Leadoff single brings up pitcher Cannon Shields.
Cannon Shields hits one. It's going to be a nice play fielded by the second baseman for the out at first base. That was a play made by second baseman Bryson Feather. Good defensive stop. Thomas Browse advances to second base.
Now batting first baseman, Dane Lechner.
Here's Dane Lechner up to bat. Chase, the score is Holsinger 7, Marana 2. We have the ticker down there at the bottom of the screen for your convenience. 1 ball, no strike here on Dane Lechner. There's a strike called. It's a high fly ball to the center fielder, and it's going to be perfectly caught. A great throw at third base. Oh, and it's out of the mid of the third baseman. What an arm by center fielder Adam Schneeberger. Thomas Browse will get to third base after the flyout. 2 outs now. Shane Gordy up to bat.
Now batting second baseman, Shane Gordy.
There's strike 1. Shane Gordy, number 4. He's 1 for 2 today. Currently in line for the win on the mound if Holsingers can maintain their lead. That's going to be a tough catch. Not so much. Oh, it's going to be down. Yes, it will be an RBI for Shane Gordy. E9 is the call. 8-2 is the score.
That brings up third baseman, Trenton Faribaugh.
Strike 1 called. Let me update the score for you all at home. In and out of the mitt there of Noah Bonzel. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Alec Woodring is just about maxed out on his total pitch count. He stands at 83 pitches thrown. We'll see if he's able to get out of this inning without having to be pulled from his coach. He is able to finish the at-bat, even if he goes over the 85 pitch allotment. Foul ball. 2-2-2 is the count. Trenton Faribaugh is the batter. That's another ball called. So full count. The last batter Alec Woodring will face. And it's out of play. The payoff pitch. Or not. That ball is going and it will land in the bullpen. And looks like an LS Fury player has picked that one up. The next game is LS Fury versus Masonic, and you do not want to miss that one. Should be a great game, 2 evenly matched teams. That's going to be a pop-up, and no one will be able to field it. Everyone's going to be safe. And Alec Woodring's day on the mound will come to an end. Trenton Faribaugh gets the single there. He's 1 for 2 today with a walk. Alec Woodring ends with 4 innings pitched, 4 strikeouts thrown, and congratulations to Alec on a job well done. It's hard to contain this Holsinger offense. We've already talked about it on the broadcast. Now the question is, who's pitching for Marana? And it looks like the ball has been given to number 22, Bryson Feather. Alec Woodring looks to be going to first base. Noah Bonzel has moved out to center field. Adam Schneeberger has moved as well, and it looks like Adam Schneeberger has moved over to second base. Those are the changes for Marana, as we have a pitching change. Let's give a little fun fact here. Scrolling at the bottom of your screen, did you know Holsingers is the former Remax team at AABA? Some of you out there may be alumni of the league. If you recall the Remax team, you're watching them under a new name. Mr. Perino will be giving the briefing to the new pitcher, Bryson Feather. And we are going to be getting back to the ball game.
Now batting right fielder, Micah Faribaugh.
Here's Micah Faribaugh. Two balls, no strikes, 2 outs. There's a strike called. Foul ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. That's going to be a pop-up and fielded by the shortstop, Cam Woodring, for the 3rd out of the inning. Score 8-2, Holsingers on top. We'll be back after this from John Kraft Field at AABA.
Leading off for Marana, right fielder Grayson Carney.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 4th inning. Holsingers 8, Marana 2. 1 ball, no strike on Grayson Carney, right fielder. On Carney, fouled off. Swing and a miss. That's going to be the first out. And the third strikeout for Cannon Shields.
Now batting second baseman Adam Schneeberger.
Did you get all?
Oh, 2. 1 out. Strike 3 there on Adam Schneeberger. He goes down swinging.
Next up, first baseman Alec Woodring.
He did not go, says umpire Miller. That ball's back. Just a bit outside. Ball 4. So, Alec Woodring will take first base.
Now batting center fielder Noah Bonzel.
And Noah Bonzel steps in. One thing about this pitcher, Cannon Shields, doesn't take too much time to get set and throw the ball, which can disarm the Marana batters. That ball's up the middle. It's through! And Marana is alive! A single for Noah Bonzel. Alec Woodring goes to second. And it is a 3-hit night for Noah Bonzel, including a home run and 2 singles.
A single followed by the pitcher, Bryson Feather.
Here comes Bryson Feather, the pitcher, the number 4 hitter for Marana. He takes the ball inside. Three balls, no strikes. Does he have the take sign or the go away? Strike. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here on Bryson Feather. A great at-bat and a great pitching performance. Here's the payoff. Fouled off, staying alive. It's gonna be up and out. What an at bat. Three, 2. Another foul ball. Thank you. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Shields to Feather. Strike 3! Shields gets him on a swing and a miss. His 5th strikeout. And we're going to the 5th, inching closer and closer to a Holsinger Plumbing clinch of the championship slot. We'll see if they can do it coming up.
1 ball to the catcher, Deshaun Hudson.
Welcome back, everyone. Deshaun Hudson's up to bat. The pitcher's Bryson Feather. The score is 8-2 in favor of Holsingers. Up the middle. It's through. Deshaun Hudson's on board with a leadoff single. He's 2 for 3 today. Bryson Feather almost got one back to the leg. Close call. And it looks like we're going to have a timeout called here due to a bit of a leg injury. By Deshaun Hudson. So, number 7, Taden Pincheri will enter as a special pinch runner. And here's Xavier Faribaugh. That one's up the middle. It's through again, almost the exact same spot. The throw to second is not in time by Noah Bonzel. And everyone is safely aboard. And here comes Carter Klausman for his first at-bat tonight. Now batting the left fielder, Carter Klausman. Cindy Finnegan rooting for Marana. Let's go Marana. There's going to be a base hit. It's down, Carter Klausman. He's running to second base. Meanwhile, his teammate Pincheri has scored. And right off the bench is a Carter Klausman RBI double. RBI double brings up shortstop Thomas Browse. Here comes Thomas Browse. He'll take a ball up. And no one is running. No one will be advancing on the pass ball. Nine to 2 is the score. Update coming for you on your screen. That ball's grounded to the shortstop. Fielded nicely, it's bobbled. Everyone will be safe and a run will be scored. That's Xavier Faribaugh scoring. Carter Klausman stays at second. Thomas Browse is on board with an E6.
Next up, pitcher Cannon Shields.
So it's 10 to 2. It's the top of the 5th. The winning run stands on first base. If Thomas Browse can score, the game will be over, and Holsinger Plumbing will be going back to their second straight championship. But Marana will say not so fast. Number 2. Cannon Shields takes a strike. He now takes a ball. Let's throw it back to last season. This was the championship as Holsinger won the championship. Ryan Faribaugh there on the right came up for a post-game interview. He'd like to do the same this season if his players lead the way. Ball 4 there by Cannon Shields. Bases loaded now for Dane Lechner. He can end it with a swing of the bat.
Bases loaded for first baseman Dane Lechner.
Holsinger's 10, Marana 2. Lechner takes ball number 1. Ball number 2. The 2-0 pitch. It's a ground ball up the middle. And here comes 1 run. Here comes a 2nd run. Thomas Browse touches home plate and ends this ball game. Final score: Holsingers 12, Marana 2. And with that, Holsingers Plumbing will go on to the championship series.
And that's the game final score. Holsingers 12, Marana 2. A great game to both teams. A great season to Marana. And congratulations to Holsingers on advancing to the championship series.
So with that, we bid farewell to Marana Electric. Congratulate them on a great season. We shall see them in a future tournament, but for now it's Holsingers, who will move on to the title series starting Friday night. Refresh your page in just about 25 minutes for the Masonic versus LS Fiore semifinal game number 2. That'll do it for us here. We'll see you in just a few minutes. Holsingers 12, Marana 2. That series is over, 2 games to none. And Adam Brent signs us off with one more comment. Great job to both teams. Let's go Holsinger Plumbing. Good night, everyone.